know perfectly well there's not the slightest proof that this armada's off the Jersey
Hello,
coast.
Mr. Bernstein.
The film Citizen Kane uses many angles of cinematic language to display the intensity of Mr. Kane. However, in Scene 3, the cinematography was the language that was utilized the most, with three distinct examples, which include contrast, lighting, and camera movement. The first example of intensity in Scene 3 was contrast. This was clearly shown by the clothing choices. In this clip, Kane stands out with his light-colored shirt. Previously, I was wearing a dark-colored shirt. Now, with a light shirt on, against the dark background, I stand out more than I did before. This relates to the other men in the clip that were wearing a dark clothing to blend into the dark background. However, Kane was high contrast from the other characters, which draws your attention towards him. This greatly increases the intensity of the scene because Kane is the key character. The next example of intensity in Scene 3 is lighting. It is low-key, which creates a lot of shadows across the character's face. The next way Scene 3 of Citizen Kane was intense was due to the camera movements. In this clip, the camera zooms in on Kane's face. When the camera zooms in, just as it is now, you feel closer to the character. Now, however, you may feel distant. This goes to show how camera movements are so important. In Scene 3, you can really see how intense the conversation is based upon Kane's facial expression. This is all due to the camera movements that occur, just as it is shown here during Kane's conversation. With low-key lighting like I am experiencing now, and just as Kane was, an intense effect is added. However, the previous lighting did just the opposite. The low-key lighting grabs your attention and supports this intense mood from the conversations that occur in the scene. Clearly, Scene 3 of Citizen Kane is intense. This feeling is a result of the high contrast, low-key lighting, and camera movements in the scene.